Arun Maini, better known as Mr. Who's the Boss, is one of the biggest tech channels on YouTube. He's got 19 million subscribers, and he got that big by making his videos absolutely addicting. And I've spent a lot of time analyzing his channel, maybe too much time, and I've figured out some of the ways he's hacking your brain with each new video. So over the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you how Mr. Who's the Boss carefully fine-tunes the structure of his videos so that you literally forget that time is passing. And I'm gonna show you how he uses camera angles and B-roll to keep a constant drip of dopamine hitting your brain. And even though his videos are heavily produced and edited, there's one low-tech thing Arun does that keeps you connected with him as an actual human being. And if you're a YouTuber yourself, stick around until the end. After I dissect what makes his channel pop, I'm gonna give you some ways to start using these brain hacks yourself without needing a team of 10 people to pull it off. So first off, let's talk about the structure of his videos. Now, he's obviously writing out a script for these, and that's really important. It allows him to create an overall structure that keeps you watching the whole way through. Think about a roller coaster. They don't just go in a straight line, right? There are ups and downs, and there's big hills and little hills, and the best ones have surprises built in. So I've noticed that Arun, and I'm pretending I'm on a first name basis with him here, Arun often has a pattern to his video structure, what I like to call a medium sandwich. He's got a big slab of excitement at the beginning and at the end with all the sort of medium excitement stuff sandwiched in the middle. But it's more detailed than that. For example, there's a video he put out recently called I Tested Every New Samsung Product. He starts out with a product that has the widest appeal to his audience, which are, the new Samsung phones. Right away, he gives viewers something they want. This lets the viewer know that the rest of the video is worth watching. And he saves the weirdest or most curious item for the end, which in this case is a smart ring for tracking health data. Now, that's not something that most people would want to buy, but it's definitely an odd product. You're probably curious about how it works. He did the same thing for his video called I Tested the Most Extreme Toys. He starts with a Segway chair. Now, he spends very little time actually talking about the chair, but it grabs your interest immediately. And the last toy he talks about is a $2,000 Star Wars lightsaber. Definitely not a toy for the masses, but it has a high curiosity factor. Who would pay $2,000 for a lightsaber? You want to know what makes it cost that much, even if you'd never actually buy one. And in this video about extreme toys, Mr. Who's the Boss takes it even one step further. One of the toys he talks about is a drawing robot, and at the beginning he sets it up, he challenges it to draw something difficult, and then sets it running. And then at the end of the video, he reveals the drawing. This is such a brain hack because it opens a loop in your mind. You're wondering, is the drawing gonna be any good? And Arun reminds you about it partway through in case you forgot. It's absolute genius. Now, from a production and filming standpoint, most of Arun's videos are, at their core, just talking head videos. He sits at his desk and talks to the camera and throws in a little B-roll to help illustrate his point. Except it's not a little B-roll. It's a massive amount of B-roll. In his video called Did Xiaomi Just Make the Best Foldable Phone Yet? I counted 107 B-roll clips. This is in a video that's just under 9 minutes long. That's almost 12 clips per minute. Arun is showing you something new about every 5 seconds or so. This is literally giving you a little dopamine hit every time the video changes up. No wonder his channel is so successful. Viewers don't get bored. They can't get bored. Mr. Who's the Boss also makes good use of camera angles, and this also hacks your brain. Now, there's the main shot, which is straight on and probably on a tripod, but these shots aren't just sitting there. They're always moving, either with a slow zoom in or zoom out, or sometimes there's like quick little zooms, but there's always some movement going on. And when he wants to punch up an important detail, Arun will get a closer shot from a side angle. These look like they're maybe handheld because they wobble a little bit, and that different camera angle and the camera movement makes it feel different. And that's just more dopamine and more brain hacking. There is a lot going on in these videos. You got B-roll, you got camera angles, you got text flying in and out, and all of this could be overwhelming to the viewer. But Arun has at least one more trick up his sleeve that keeps his videos from feeling overproduced. How does he do it? Well, he goes back to basics. You'll notice that in many of his videos, there's at least one section where he's not in the studio. He's just somewhere in his house talking to the camera. There's no special lighting, the camera's handheld. It's the complete opposite of the highly produced parts of his videos, and it allows viewers to kind of, reset their brain for a minute. And bonus, it also makes Arun seem really personable and accessible. And that switch to minimal production and back is, well, you guessed it, is a brain hack. So how can you as a YouTuber use some of these hacks yourself? I mean, filming with multiple camera angles sounds difficult, or at least expensive, but I'll tell you about an easy way of getting those shots in a moment. But more importantly, remember that medium sandwich structure Arun uses? Try and incorporate that into your planning and script writing. Give your viewers something awesome right away. And I don't mean a minute or two into the video, I mean immediately. And save something curious or even controversial until the end, and then put all your medium stuff in the middle. If you're doing talking head videos, I really recommend writing a script and using a teleprompter. It gives you so much flexibility once you learn to use it well. And of course, shoot more B-roll. Shoot more B-roll, add more visual elements to your video. Don't just talk to the camera. Show people what you're talking about. Maybe you can't do 12 clips a minute, but I bet you can do more than what you're doing right now. So what about those camera angles? You need a camera person and multiple cameras, right? Well, no, you don't actually. Since you're already writing a script, figure out which sections of your script might be good for a little emphasis. And then when it's time to shoot your whole video from the main camera position like you normally would. When you're done, move the camera and just reshoot those sections that you want to punch it up a bit. And do this at the end so you're not constantly moving gear. And also, you're gonna need a microphone that is not attached to your camera, otherwise the audio is gonna change. And just for variety, grab your phone and pick up a selfie clip or two. It really goes a long way with your viewer. All right, thanks for watching.